All right, I'm recording. So we're good to go, I think.
Hooray. Excellent.
Sorry about that, guys.
I'm going
No
to
worries.
continue eating my dinner. That's it.
Continue to do so. So the last time that we left our adventurers, we were fighting the three Ballets who have been ravaging the town of Gwang. And the request was called from Vernald? Verandal. It's like
Randall, yeah, that's who
veranda,
it is.
but Verandal. Verandal the Bold. He has commissioned you, and you've accepted his terms to help the townsfolk of Gwang stop the Bullets who are terrorizing the villages. We just defeated two of the three Bullets, where the last one is at its very kind of last life and nearing death in unconsciousness. And you
Right.
can breathe a sigh of relief as you have defeated the beasts. And Verando starts cheering. We did it! Yes! Thank you!
So,
All the
and if you
people.
want to, Rec, if you want to talk to him, I can spare the dying, so I can walk up to the bullet, lay a hand on its snout, and stabilize a living target that is dying. So this way he won't just like keel over on us.
We did leave him with 1 health, so he won't keel over just yet.
Still,
Um.
it might
So-
make him not unconscious.
True. Like, or do we have any way to track the beast? Like, once we try and let it return back to its
I don't know if
lair?
it counts, but locate object. Like if we were to stab him with something and leave it in him, we could locate the dagger, or if we can. I don't know that you can locate. It's not one of my spells, so I don't know if anybody even has that spell. Because I certainly don't.
I don't.
I don't know.
Neither do I.
We've lost all of our mages, so probably not.
Could we, by chance, just kind of follow the tunnels that they dig? I guess it had to come under the river or something, right?
Dan, can I look around and see if these tunnels are? We can follow them, or like back to the lair.
So you kind of walk over to Verandal to get some information, and you're like, so these tunnels where these things are coming from, where do you think they're from? And he kind of like points you in the direction of the mountains. He said, told you, it's in the mountain area. I'm not sure where it is. I've never ventured that far. It's across the river.
So are the tunnels something that we can go into? That they dug? Or are they not well built enough for us to do so?
Collapse back under them.
It's possible. What Verandal is questioning is the fact that these same ones keep coming back. So from what he knows about Bullets is that they don't hunt in packs, which is very different from what you've just experienced.
Right.
And they don't have any layers. They scavenge across plains, lands, and fields and stuff, and they're not known for typically having dens and stuff like that. But what makes Verandal question whether or not there is a den is because they're coming from the same area each time.
Okay.
So
Hey,
he doesn't know, but he's more than willing to come with you if that is what it takes to stop these Bullets.
that is useful information.
Well, regardless,
So-
if he's under the impression that they exist, like a den exists, then we should probably get rid of it.
That, or trace them back to see what else is going on that would group normally 3 kind of solo predators together. I doubt they are under some sort of spell or rule, but if they're working as a pack, I mean, it's displaying some sort of intelligence or organization that's worrisome. So I would kind of agree with Randall. Whether we try to squirm our way through the tunnels, who knows if they'll set it up or set us up and send us out somewhere where we have no idea
Oh.
where we are. But if we just cross the river and kind of search through the mountains, maybe we'll see some of the tunnels, or inspect something else that could be influencing these sorts of attacks.
Does the let recover health over time, or like if we just leave it at 1 HP, is it just gonna stay like that?
It would recover over time.
Okay. Can we like capture it? Like, how do we detain it?
It's big, it's scary.
Sovereign glue.
Oh God.
Like, yeah, it'd be kind of evil to like glue its hands and feet together or something.
I mean,
And
we
it
are
can't
going to
get
kill
home.
this thing. Like, in the
Yeah.
end.
Like, so we might as well maybe just try to talk to it now if we're going to get any information out of it, and then just kill it. Not have to deal with the fear of it kind of coming back anymore. Maybe leave it there as a deterrent for others if they are that organized or intelligent.
Yeah, that's a good point, because we can get whatever information we can out of this one and then follow the tunnels back, and not really have to worry about this one.
So, who can speak with animals?
Evan.
I can.
Ah.
Rick.
Nice.
Rick.
If you want to try it, man, go for it.
I would like to try and so wake the bullet up. I guess just by shaking it, or let's give it a shake. Let's try and wake it up from it being unconscious.
Okay, so roll d20, please.
Just I guess it's just straight up D20. Yeah, 16.
A d20 plus your animal handling skills, please. It's a very niche kind of skill. I wonder
Okay.
if you have any proficiency in that.
Nope. 16.
Okay.
I have
Well,
minus
that's
one
it's
for
really
this.
good.
I actually have proficiency in animal handling.
Yeah, but Evan's going to be speaking
Weird as
to
that.
it,
I didn't
so-
realize I had that.
Careful, Chuck, you almost bit your leg off.
Did you know all animals understand Australian?
Absolutely, they do. Absolutely.
Oh, crikey.
Okay.
Look at
So
this
you-
bullet.
So, Evan, you move over to the bullet from where you are, and you kind of reach and kind of shake it and jostle it, and then you put your hand over top of it and you kind of start speaking to it, kind of telepathically, because that's how I imagine speaking to animals, because obviously they can't talk. This is not a Disney movie. And
It's like
you put your hand over top of it, and it begins to telepathically scream at you, like just this loud scream, almost as if this thing is in complete misery. And in your mind, it begins to paint a picture of like a brain with worms flowing through it and wriggling and all of this grossness. And it's like, please put me out of my misery. I no
see,
longer
like,
want to be like this.
it's possessed. Oh, okay.
Rick, what do you
Guys,
No.
I think there's something controlling these. There's like a parasite controlling these, and it's in pain. I don't think I wanted to do this.
Is that
It
does the description of that beast ring any bells for Chuck at all?
ask him who sent him?
Like, would I know what kind of monster this would be?
Like, so what Evan, or sorry, what Rek can picture is that the bullet's brain is what I described. So
Oh.
the bullet's brain has these worms wriggling all the way through it,
Oh.
and it is in complete pain and misery, and
Right.
wishes to die.
Okay. I roll. I roll a 20 to hit it with the crucifix.
Wait,
Wait!
wait.
Wait!
Who sent
Too
you?
late. Wait or too late?
Can I try and
Um,
cure it of its parasite?
No, don't do that.
So Chuck said it first. He swings his sword and cuts its head off clean with the crucifer.
Look, guys, I'm proficient in animal handling. I care for animals. I just found this out. So,
Yuck.
Chuck the vet.
And
You really
and,
handled that one.
Cora kind of like gasps as like she's trying to save it, and the head gets cut off. And,
That's a scene.
Evan like moves his hand just in time as he's relaying this information to Chris. And
okay.
and Chuck like looks down to the bullet's brain, and he can see the parasites squirming through the brain of the bullet, and they slowly begin to kind of die and sizzle off. And
okay, so they aren't
almost like turn into like a black ash, let's say.
Gotcha. So this isn't something that we have to worry about for this town now? Like, the parasites are gone, we don't have to burn the bodies? No? Okay.
I wouldn't think so. I think that these beasts were the ones that were
We could burn
injured.
I just didn't want the
Parasite.
populace here to get sick.
Yeah.
True, but
You
what kind
are
of
an animal
life force
handler.
things
You
were
know
these
about these.
feeding off of? So I don't know if these were sent or if this was parasitic and how it was contracted.
So
But that's weird. Like,
something is hunting these. But there's something bigger or something more powerful.
there's something
Which
smaller
is kind of
in
scary.
their head.
Bullets are strong as shit.
Yeah. We should go. Maybe it's something magical sort of thing that's possessing these. Like, yeah, it's parasites, but
They disappeared.
magic parasites?
It's weird that they just disappeared. Like, to me, that says that it's part of, like, a bigger hive mind of some sort.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I guess we could keep an eye out for any other strange activity from, I don't know, things that are supposed to be sentient on their own.
So with that
Could you-
with that final stroke of the crucifer sword killing the bullet, you all receive your experience points, which totals 1,000 per bullet.
3,000.
So 3,000, okay.
3,000 XP.
Assume Kayla gets
Yeah.
a portion of that as she was.
She gets the same.
Yeah, we'll let her
And
know.
and Randall begins to wipe the sweat off his face, and he's kind of looking at the events that had transpired with you describing these parasites, and he's like, this does not bode well for the village. I'm not
It's
sure
not.
how I should express this to the townsfolk.
I would
I
say
Wish them to live in peace, but this seems scary.
I think it'd be wise at first to inform them that the bullets have been taken care of for now, but to keep an eye out for other strange activity while we maybe search for a better answer to what we're finding.
And if there's an animal acting unusually, like, you know, when skunk has rabies and it's acting like a cat rubbing up against your legs, chop its head off.
You know, I could just go kill that pig just to be on the safe side.
Hey, he's a celebrity.
But we should keep an eye on him. Maybe he's the one.
It was the pig the whole
Who's
time.
What
Uh,
was his name?
Ruh-roh.
I don't remember it. I didn't write it down.
Moses.
Moses?
Moses the pig.
Okay, so Vrandel goes into what seems to be his kind of hut. It has a number of pole arms and stuff that are kind of on the outside of it. He seems to be he's the protector of this village, as he's kind of gracefully described. And
The only
he
one
goes-
who wanted to protect the village.
he goes in for a time, and he comes back out, and he has a sack of gold, of florins, and he tosses it at Soren. He's like, "You look like you can handle this." And
I can.
and he
Thank you
goes,
very much, good sir.
"Yes." Says, "For your troubles, we will be calling upon deliberate chaos in the future if any bullets do find themselves back here or any threats. We will definitely contact you.
Do
Okay.
you not want
Appreciate-
to come with us across the river to check and see? Or are you going to remain here in the village with your people?
I mean, I can come with you if you decide to go, but I would say that the bullets have been dealt with, and if you wish to find their tunnels or den or whatever, that might be your prerogative, my friend. But I should hail to fair company and see if I can get these people back to the village so that they can live their lives maybe a little bit more peaceful.
Sounds good.
Yeah, if they ever call
Um,
back, we can go try to figure that stuff out.
Yes, so I believe we do have another place to be.
Oh, how much coin did you get, by the by?
It feels decently hefty. We could throw it in our vault or just keep it on us for cash for fun. You never know.
It's
never
it's
know.
500 florins.
That'll be a good night out
Do
at
you
a
want
tavern
do you want me to
nearby.
put it in the party funds in the bag of holding?
Yeah, I'd say divvy it in two. We could keep some for somebody in need if we come across, or if we need to get ourselves out of trouble. But yeah, we could keep some to celebrate with later on. As I'll throw the bag of gold to Chuck.
This is the first thing we're putting in the bag of holding, by the way.
Whoa, don't lose it.
Don't lose it at the bottom.
That's the brilliant thing of bags of holding. You have to think about the object you want, and you will automatically grab it.
That was gonna be my question. Like, in a battle, can you access a thing out of the bag of holding, or do you how does that work?
Yeah, so like I could
It's
reach
just
in if we had
action.
like TNT. I could reach in and think about TNT, and I would immediately get the TNT, and I could use it.
Gotcha.
Acme bag of holding.
Yes. Hammer space.
And
Yes. Oh, damn. Yeah.
are there any high wizards around here?
The
we know of?
closest one would be Greer in De Jack.
What are you thinking?
The noble. He possesses the abilities in his greatest strength in transmutation and his abilities to change into any animal he desires. His school was quickly turned down in Jack due to the number of people not taking this school of thought seriously.
What are you reading?
The Cavalcadia. The world of
Jack.
Cavalcadia.
Okay.
Oh, wasn't there he serves as the king at a distance, and he has Matron as his apprentice.
Matron.
Oh, Matron. I'm sorry.
Okay. Matron's the High Wizard of Deduin. Okay, so I will erase this from the map.
Well
done.
done.
Quest complete.
What do you want from the High Wizard, Rick?
information.
So what city
Shall
is
we-
it that you want to go to?
It's not far. Jan
Jack is just north of us.
Oh, it's in Jeon Jack. Well, that's not where I impersonated that guy, right?
It is
I think
where
so.
you impersonated that
Yes.
guy.
We just came from
It
there.
might be a little too hot for me to go there right now, guys. Like,
I can give us pass without trace. He'll be fine.
I don't know. It's been like, I don't know, how long did it take us to go from Jeon Jack to Gwang there? A couple of days?
Okay. It's about a day. Yeah.
A day. Okay. So, like, that was yesterday. Like, up to you guys, but like, I'll let
And
the
You don't have
majority
to
rule.
go there.
Well, I'm just
I
wondering if we
think-
should try and get one of these high wizards to help us out with this? Like it sounds like to be prepared to deal with this parasite, whatever. Or maybe we just go investigate. Like we're close enough to the den or what we think is the den, right?
Well, I thought we were just gonna leave it and then come back if they ever called us again. But
Well, if we're already going over, if we have to go to the west, we can cross over through Gorlane, um, and spot anything along the way, right?
well, we're okay.
I
So
mean,
those red circles are the remaining requests that are out for us right now, right?
Yeah.
um,
Potentially.
kind of. It, the red circles are kind of what is happening in the world right now that
Oh,
the
events.
basically events. So the different city, like the provinces, are dealing with certain conflicts. These are the conflicts that they're kind of dealing with right now. So like the Crimson Strides, which is a pirate band, their stronghold in the peninsula of Poria, like the Porian army is trying to deal with them. In Herdania, there's a monster dwelling in the regions of ancient dwarven cities, so the settlers that are there are having problems. Currently, there is a
That's your
revolt in
family.
Cortino,
I would like to go there.
and Calradius is calling for aids in Novium. That's
Well,
kind of
the
all
one
that's
thing
really
that's closest
happening.
to us is, who is it? Cal Radius.
Calradius, yeah.
Like that's the one that's really close to us. We could go knock that one out real quick. Because I'm just
Yeah.
trying to think, like, which one of the cities, like, of the requests that we have, what would be the easiest one for us to get a ship to take us to Poria or Roland?
But there's no quest for us there. Like the black text blocks are the actual. Oh, Roland, they do want us there. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that was where one of the
That was the
we were
original
looking
four
to go
ones.
there. Yeah, we were looking to go there after
This
we
one's
were
pretty
up
important
at Jack. Yeah.
for
So
all
why don't we
sightings.
go? Why don't we go east, um, in Kesselithan, and hit up the one on the coast,
Would
and
the
then
would,
maybe do
would the one straight
around middle.
south of there of Novium, is that a port town in Cardosia? Like if we got to Cortino, we could probably get a ship to take us around and to Roland or Poria, and then cut back across to what is that? Lebu? How do you say that? Lebu
It's Lubakesa.
Lubakesa. Thank you. Go to Lubakesa. Go to Herdania. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Herdania.
Depending on how fast we can
They're
travel
kind of
over water
Italian
with
there.
what kind of ship we have, it might be quicker just to go straight east rather than to travel all through Benacia or Codosia, as well as halfway across Kesselithan as well.
I have an idea.
Roll for it.
I'd like to. Can I use my? I'm kind of just out in a field, right? We're almost in the middle of this continent. Can I just use divine sense to feel where the greatest evil is coming from?
Sure.
I thought you were gonna try and sense where the nearest ship is. I'm on a boat.
Roll a d20. Roll a d20.
It's not an epic road trip till you get on
Any
a
windows,
boat.
sorry. Not 20.
Woo!
You see a vision as you kind of call out, and it is a knight in kind of like a black and purple armor as he looks over his shoulder at you, and he's standing around like basically like a ruined cathedral, and he kind of like looks at you, very foreboding, and then the vision ends. And the direction that it's coming from is into the mountains of Gorlamp. This direction.
Go. Let's find something super evil,
So,
guys.
but we're gonna go into the mountains and hunt down one thing in all of Gorland. Like, that's a pretty small thing to look for, is it not? You're looking for a burnt down church in the entire what are they called? Provinces, states?
Hang on. But if that's the most evil thing, is that something about the hallowed door?
Okay,
I
so
think it's
you're in
worth
Gwang.
investigation.
It's in this general direction.
That way. Oh wait, that way.
You want to search that whole cone? There's no way.
Totally away.
Sounds like Arzapan the Defiler.
I mean, to be brutally honest, is it not completely obvious where this ruined cathedral is? Here, let me zoom in. Let me zoom in. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Uh.
Ancient dwarven cities. Oh.
There
That is
almost
pretty
seems to
obvious.
That's
be.
not obvious to
There almost
me.
seems to be a big red circle around an area that.
Hey, there are other
Yeah,
red circles you've made.
Not in that direction.
It's the one that had my vote first.
Hey, I'm down to go visit some of my own people. I just figured we're
go.
pretty low level, and if we're gonna go deal with some scary shit.
Well, I
Perhaps
mean,
can
we could
find
use
some
it as a
adventures
scouting
along
trip.
the way.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that Alex Steel Chaser request investigation of cultists on our way to?
Yes.
Seems
Steel.
efficient.
Yeah, whatever that city is. It's so
British
small and grainy I can't
blacksmith.
read the words.
Yeah.
All right.
Ah,
There we
there we
go.
go.
It's an old world map.
Waldstettwin. So let's go to Waldstettwin. We'll finish there, and then we'll go to the ancient cities. And then... Easy peasy lemon squeezy, the door is closed, we saved the day, the world loves us.
Not.
If
so
that's the
fast,
door,
but
yeah.
sure.
Too long didn't read one, but yeah. Let's do it.
So all in favor of going to Waldstettwin as a detour on our way to the ancient dwarven cities, say aye. Or raise your hand. Alright.
There we go.
And we're off.
Look where I wanted to go. I
gonna
guess
catch
we're gonna
your fare
use
company
the
Uber?
passageways. Yeah, fair company.
Yeah.
Is there perhaps a secret tunnel, Daniel?
Um,
I have a
Well,
tune
Is
for
there a warp
something.
pipe, Dan, that we can take from
What's that?
Gwang to...
A warp whistle?
Yeah, warp whistle.
Portal.
well, it.
I want to go through Gorlane
You
anyway,
guys
if
are
we have to.
hilarious. You guys are hilarious.
Real quick, before we leave, I meant to say this earlier. Can I try to take off the plating on the bullets? Like, I feel like you don't see them very often. It's probably worth something. We could make some armor out of it, or... Because they were tough cookies.
Yeah, roll a d20, see if you can cut maybe the front horn of this thing if you want. Plate off.
Sure. Is there any... Is this a check of any kind, or a skills check of any kind?
Animal handling?
Animal handling.
Yeah!
Animal processing.
Oh, that's good. That's an 18 plus a 2. That's 20.
Nice.
Yay.
There's 3 of them,
So-
so however many I can
so-
do.
So you're able to kind of like cut around the head of the one that you just chopped off with your dagger, and you're kind of like peeling the flesh back, and it's almost like a turtle. So you're kind of like peeling the very hard tortoiseshell front of this thing, and it's big enough to kind of make a shield if you wanted to cut the sides off or whatever. If you wanted to do that, you could do the same for the other two if you want.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Your
so
veterinarian Chuck doesn't have a very high survival rate, but
17 and
your-
done.
your your 20 allows you to do that with the other 3 bullet heads as you kind of scrounge the ruins of the battlefield that you had just fought on.
So that's what would I describe that as? Bullet, 3 bullet.
3 bullet.
Scale.
Yeah, scale shields. or head shields. I don't know.
Perfect. Okay.
Organically recycling.
Those go right into the bag of holding. Yep. It is in. I now have a bag of holding notebook just for all of our bag of holding stuff.
Is there an index?
Not an index, but one page is just for funds. Another page is for equipment. Yeah, so
Can you add a page for shiny things?
I will right now.
Thank you.
We'll just stuff a crow in there.
Oh,
So
rabbit.
So you guys are kind of like talking about where you want to go next, because you basically roll out your map of like, oh, here's all the stuff that we can do. And Randall's kind of listening to you as you do this, and he's like, well, you could take the Daldan mines if you wanted to get there much quicker into Lubakesa. But, you know, the deserts there are quite treacherous. But you could definitely get through the mountains quicker. It would save you at least a couple days, rather than taking fair company to go around.
I would be up for going straight through the mountains.
Is it treacherous?
Well, it's a dwarven settlement. They've been established for some time.
Are they friendly?
That'll do him.
Generally, dwarves these days keep to themselves quietly, except for Craig of Meanmar. She's quite nice, and this fair dwarf as well. And his long sword. You know what I mean? Well endowed indeed.
Hector.
So what
Yeah,
are the
let's go.
mines? Is it for gemstones or
an
salts?
iron
Like what
mine.
mines are these?
Ugh. Iron. Not
Iron.
worth it.
Iron.
If it's not diamonds, it's not worth it.
Yeah, the Verandal says it's predominantly iron, and they do a lot of steel production.
Cool.
They formally trade with the Lubak Hesse government. Or the Lubak Hesse king, Lord Blackwood. They deal with him mostly.
Okay.
So are you going to go through the Daldan mines, or are you going to go somewhere else?
Yes.
I think we should go straight over the mountains.
Not through the mines?
If the mines are going to take
don't
longer,
dare
right?
Go through the mines. What's wrong, Gandalf?
I see how
I
this
would
one
think that
turns out.
the fair company trade route would be a lot safer,
Yes,
but
but do we want speed or safety then?
oh, I don't care.
Come on, we're adventurers. Let's go through
Make
the
haste.
mines.
All right, let's go through the mines.
Let's go through the mines.
Soren, just
Mines-
because you can fly over the mountains doesn't mean that we can fly over the freaking mountains.
I'll see them later.
That's
one
exactly
day.
what he wanted to do. I saw the look on his face. He's like, you go through the mines, I'll just fly over, see you on the other side.
And then it's just three of us fighting whatever the fuck we run into down there.
It's okay, we got the
People, we're
crucifix.
not gonna fight them.
That's true.
And dwarves love me, Dragonborn. Ah,
But do dwarves love Chuck?
Yeah, I think so.
But just
Turn on the
Just-
charm.
to know is that the things that are happening on the surface change after a number of days. So let's say that you do decide to go around, right? These red events can potentially change over time.
Oh, okay.
Just as if you leave a request too long, it could disappear.
right.
So, like, I don't know, the revolt that's happening in Cortino, who knows how long that will last.
Mhm.
But it's completely, up to you guys wherever you go. But things change. Let you know.
I
Okay.
Yeah,
I think the goal is to head to the west red circle in her dossier, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Yes.
Dan,
Okay.
question for you. Can we hop on a fair trade cart out on the other side of the mountains?
You would probably have to send a message to probably the fair company members because they wouldn't drive a cart around. They'll probably just get somebody who's the closest. So they could
Okay.
you could manage that. You would have
Could we
to
message them now to meet us on the other side of the mine so that we don't have to sit and wait?
for sure.
Okay. I'll send
So-
word out to the fair company to meet us. How long? How far a trek is this? Is like a day to get a couple of days with the carts that we have
To
get there and
get
through?
to get to this place will take about 5 days from Gwang.
Okay.
To go around, the quickest way would be north through Rayland and then down.
Okay.
But going through the Daldan mines will cut that trip by 3 days.
Oh.
Mines.
Okay.
Let's
Let's
do
do
it,
that.
Dad.
Let's do that.
You guys all want to do mines, and that's quick. Well, let's do mines.
Yeah, if it's that much faster. Like.
Yeah, much faster.
Okay.
Okay. So let me just find some pictures.
Chuck, I'm hoping that you continue your reputation of friendliness and extend that towards.
Yeah, if it doesn't work,
Whenever
I'll
we
steal
come
someone's
across.
face. It'll be fine.
Just always have a sword competition.
I'll always win, baby. I'll always win.
At least in this world.
Wow.
I don't see a wizard
Guess-
turning that sword into 3 potatoes.
Guess who's guess whose subtitle's gonna read something completely different next week. I have
Now I'm
control.
thinking, what,
Clap
17
that queen.
charges? That's a lot of potatoes.
Ugh. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Oh, hi Nova. Yeah. What's up? I'm gonna see if Katie will take her for a walk because I think she really needs a walk. But it's been storming all day, so I couldn't during the day.
Yeah, it was pouring something fierce out there today.
Yeah.
It's done now. I took both for a walk before this.
It like just finished at 5 o'clock, and I had to make dinner. So I'll be right back.
Last week the weather's been pretty bad here. I guess it kind of blew through and maybe hit you guys. I don't know. It was coming from us. But Herc and I were out for a walk, and it started spitting as we kind of left the door, and then 5 minutes in was pouring rain, like hard. And then it turned to hail.
Oh my
And we were
god.
like 10 minutes away, and Herc's like full on choking himself, dragging me because he's attached via bungee to me, like through the streets as we're both being pelted with hail.
Gosh. Poor guys.
It was adventurous. That was the most adventurous thing we've done in like a year.
Yeah, it was like at 10 a.m. today, it looked like midnight outside. Like it was so dark. And then it was pouring, like pounding rain.
That's when I want to be in like a screened-in porch watching it.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a bit of thunder in the middle of the day, too.
Yeah, there's a big crack above the school, and I was like, "Holy shit!" I didn't know what was happening.
Meanwhile, Chris was
I had
losing
my
power.
Headphones in. Yeah.
Like 3 or 4 times today. And like no longer than 2 minutes, but like enough that if you're streaming, that doesn't it's not very good.
That's your cue to just like go back to bed.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
Okay. I think I'm ready.
All
We'll
right.
see. Okay. So, luckily, Fair Company is able to get you to near the mountain of where the Daldan mines kind of open up into. And they basically lead up a very semi-wide dirt road, and then the road gets a little bit more treacherous as you know they've kind of mined through the entire mountain, um, and they actually started here a very long time ago, though these mines, and this has kind of become a sanctuary for the dwarf, as they've kind of been uh, somewhat of outcasts uh, in Deduan, or sorry, in Cavalcadia for some time. They had very little, uh, you know, very little to do with the last war, which was fought to kind of establish the realms the way it is right today. But so they've been keeping to themselves for a while, and the the empire uh, the empires don't even put their settlements on the map anymore, because they're seen as kind of like, I don't know, secondary to the human and elf society that kind of reign over Cavalcadia. So you take the cart up to the mountain pass and through a number of kind of gorges and waterfalls until you get to the main gate of the Daldan mines, which looks something
Wow.
like this.
Oh shit.
And you can see basically the castle up top, and in the valley around this giant door, you can see a number of dwarven folk running around. And as you kind of approach this very large gate, you're greeted by a whole manner of people, and they're like, "Hello," and they don't really see visitors very often, and they're glad to see a dwarf in your party. And one of the elderly kind of men come up and go, "Oh, you're a handsome young fella,
Oh, well,
quite handsome."
clearly this whole city has the right taste in people. It's welcome. It's a great thing. The name's Chuck. How about yourself, sir?
Now I have to think of a name. Great. Okay.
Well, you don't introduce me to a character. I'm going to ask them their name.
Call me Tail. I'm Tail.
Is that what you tell?
Hell.
No, no, no. Pronounced tail. Tyle. Tail. What brings you here, good Chuck?
We're honestly just here to cut through the mountains. We have some business on the other side, and if you may or may not have somebody who could guide us through your, from what I understand, extraordinary expansive mines here, we would be more than happy to spend some of our gold here to purchase some equipment and what have you, and make our way through here.
And snacks. We need to buy snacks.
We need and snacks. Sorry, right, Corey. Snacks.
Okay, so first things first, he is happy that you're there. And these people seem fairly happy living in the mountains. And he, after you say, "Oh, we're looking for somebody to guide us through the mountains," he's like, "Ah, your man will be Bellman. Bellman, look for Bellman. Hillamore. Bellman Hillamore. He lives in the city. He usually spends time around the market square. He is quite an uncanny adventurer as he delves into the mines very, very often, and he always tells a story of his tales deep in these mines. But yes, Bellman, he would be a person to ask."
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Tail. And in this market, what is there anything that you guys specialize in particular, like that you guys create, or is it more of a food market?
Well, we are an iron mine after all. Everything. Iron lamps, iron candlesticks, everything. Anything you could think of made of iron. Mostly.
Okay. All right.
Ooh.
That's good to
Fruit
know. We'll keep an
salad.
eye out.
Shrimp tacos, shrimp pesto, shrimp pancakes.
And I just as we leave him behind, I just hand him 5 florins, thank him for his time, and move on.
And he graciously kind of like bows down and accepts them, and you continue on through the main gate. Oops, I'm burping. Sorry.
Or good luck.
And as you kind of move down into the passage, you're greeted to like a stairwell that leads you kind of down into a larger section of what seems to be a giant cave. And at that point, you look up and see Daldan City.
Looks quite magnificent.
It's seen better days, but its townsfolk are quite kind as you approach kind of the grand spire, let's say, in the middle of Dalton City, and you begin to speak to some of the people in the market, and they are dwarves, obviously. And this one lady speaks out to you and goes, "What can I get you? We have kebabs ready to go if you're hungry for a snacky poo."
Sure, I'll take 4.
I love kebabs.
How much will that run me?
2 florins, please.
You got it. And I hand out the kebabs to everybody.
I mean, after
It's the
Sorry,
best
Wiz.
cave bat meat we can find.
Tastes like chicken.
cave bat meat, what?
Yeah, it's a mountain dwarf specialty. What are you talking? What, Soren?
Wish I waited until you said that, but okay.
I don't know about bats,
But it's delicious.
but I trust the
The
dwarves.
bats get quite large, at least this big. And she holds her hands up, and it's like, oh, fuck, you kid. Jeez.
They're free-range bats, right?
You like notice the cabbage guy next door or something? Mine cabbages.
No, but she's very kind, and she accepts your 2 florins for those kebabs. So you fill up as you move on to the kind of the bigger market square, and begin to ask where you can find
Belmont.
Bellman.
Bellman Hillamore.
Bellman.
I guess while looking around, I'll go to a stand. I'll look for a stand that has sort of any sort of information on it, newsstand, book stand, something or other, to see if we can need any guiding materials, or if they would know where a guide like Belmont would be. If it's got to be somewhere close around the main market.
Yeah. So your kind of search, Soren, leads you to a stand with a younger female-looking dwarf, and you kind of go, "Hello, we're looking for a bellman."
I'm searching for a dwarf named Belmont. Do you know of him?
And she goes, "Absolutely, he is like so famous here. He's fantastic."
Oh my.
Could you tell us where he might be at this moment? We are in need we are in need of his services.
I'm in need of his services. Damn. Uh,
Someone get her a Sprite. She's thirsty.
So has he been around lately?
yeah, he's in the tavern.
All right.
Let's.
Oh, as my ears perk up when she says tavern, tavern.
Yep.
We should go. I'd be thirsty after those kebabs.
I was thirsty before those kebabs.
The best shit always starts in the tavern.
I guess what happens
Noted.
in the tavern stays in the tavern.
Not a chance.
Which way to the tavern?
And like basically it's very fortunate for you, but like Soren's talking to this girl who's standing outside of the tavern.
How convenient.
Ugh, you know,
Convenient.
sometimes halflings just don't look up and see the signs, I guess. Shall we go inside?
Please.
So this tavern is called the Hornfinger.
For her, it was the horny finger. All right.
Each
With
their own.
Bellin's inside the horny finger.
Yes.
I go up to the barkeep and ask for Bellman.
Okay, persuasion
some
check,
mead?
please.
Yes, and some mead, please.
A whole bucket.
Oh,
With a ladle, you know? Party bucket.
19.
Trash can punch.
So he gives you kind of like these weird eyebrows as he's looking your dragonborn self up, and he's like, "Bellman's in the back." As he basically takes like a bucket off the counter and begins to fill it from a big keg in the back, as he could hear the halfling speak up about how she wants a big party-sized bucket of mead. And he
I could
says,
bathe in it.
"I'll give you a party, halfling. This is the best mead in all the realms."
I'll try and pace
And he
myself.
basically hands this giant bucket to you as you kind of like, it's so big. and
It's
then
full margaritas.
and then Sora basically grabs a bunch of glasses and kind of like you guys move off to a table. And and the dwarf goes, "Shall I put it on your tab, or are you gonna pay now? Remember, always pay your tab at the tavern."
I guess we'll pay now.
Yeah.
What do we owe you?
Okay, so you bought the party size, so that's 20 florins.
Okay, here you go.
Split between the party, I guess.
Chuck the accountant just blew the whole budget on one bucket of mead.
It's okay, it's coming out of my budget. Don't worry.
That was more. I knew Cora was paying for it. It was just that's a mighty expensive.
Oh, Kitson, look at him.
Best
Hi,
bought-
mead in all the realm.
We
Look
bought
at-
some
see, that's
extraordinary. Oh hi.
The biting. Ooh, swimming kitten.
But Chuck, if this mead is as strong as they say it is,
Speak into the mic.
worth it.
Come on, meow. Okay, so it's not long before your good old pal basically comes up and nudges Rek. He kind of like gives him a good old kind of like shoulder check. He's like, "You're calling my name, Dragonborn. I want to know why."
Oh, Bellman! Fantastic. We've been looking for you. We are looking to get through the mines to the other side. Hunting evil. Most evilest evil. I don't even have words for how evil it is. But we're looking for it. Can you help us get through?
Persuasion check. That boobly blood, blah. Darkness. Blah, blah.
The darkest of darkness. We need to dark
Arthur.
deal.
13. That's about how that conversation went.
That's
Actually, that's pretty complimentary to how that conversation just went.
But regardless, he kind of takes a liking to you right away. He's like, so, why have you come to me?
Can I scoop a pint and hand it to him?
Sure.
Like, here, let me tell you. What's his name?
Tail.
Tail, has given us you as a reference to, or acted as a reference, I'm sorry, in good faith, and saying that you are quite the adventurer and your way around the mines, and you're looking to get through, and hoping to use your service to get through here. And there's a really thirsty chick out there too. That we might
Got fans everywhere, Mr. Bellman.
yeah, we could act as bodyguards to protect you, or be women
Enablers.
and women. Yes.
And he begins to kind of like stir and think. He's like, okay, so you request just to be escorted through the mines? Is that what you're asking me?
Say more like guided, but yes.
And you seem like you're very capable in of yourself. If we were to run into something fretful, we would be more than happy to have you along on our side.
We're looking for safe passage, or if there is a passage that is dangerous that needs to be safe, we can also help out with that.
Well, I can definitely get you guys through the mine. It would be my absolute pleasure. But you know, I've grown tired of adventuring in my late days, and it's just not for me anymore. It all comes down to Florence. I can tell you that. If you need a really good skilled guide, it would be me. And yeah, if you require my services, unfortunately, you being newcomers here, you're gonna have to pay handsomely for my assistance.
How handsomely?
She says seductively.
Well, persuasion check.
Damn it. Okay, this is not starting off well. I rolled a 7. Plus 4, 11.
Oh wow, that's awesome. He so you say it seductively, and he kind of leans into it. He's like, and he leans over and he whispers into your ear, 10,000 florins.
How many?
For me?
10,000 florins.
Oh my god.
We have a
And
quick
then,
sidebar.
and then he
I
gives
don't get
Cora
to have
a
the
wink.
pretty girl discount?
He gives Cora a wink. 10,000 florins.
Huh.
So either you and persuaded him very well, or he rolled like a nat 20 and decided to quadruple his price. I don't know which one it is.
Never know.
We'll never know. I don't know about
Tonight
you guys.
could be free. Tonight could be free.
Sorry, Dan, did we hear this? How
What
much it was?
was
What?
Did we
Yeah,
hear how much?
Oh yeah, you all heard it, but well, like you could tell by her expression as he leaned and whispered into her ear that it was probably a wickedly high number.
Cora, how much is he trying to charge us?
10,000 florins?
Tonight could be free.
But tonight could be free. Let's see how far we can get in a night. How about that?
I'm pretty sure he wants to get pretty far in one night, Cora.
Let's get
I
paid.
think you're misreading
Real
the
deep into
situation.
the mines. Let's go!
Secret tunnel. Chuck, instead of florins, maybe we think we could give him a bit of gold fever by showing him our other currency? If he's old and retired and only looking for florins, but he's a collector and an adventurer, maybe he would do it for less of a currency we have a whole bank of with the Endomori coins.
All right, I can try that. So I'll turn to him and say, well, look, Bo, we I don't even know how many
Of an
kings can
ancient
afford
world.
10,000 florins. I have no idea what don't even know where to go with that. So instead, as an adventurer and a person of your worldly tastes, what if we were to instead offer in recompense an extremely rare and extraordinarily valuable ancient Endermorian relic?
You've caught my attention, Chuck. What relic do you have in mind?
So I go into the bag of holding and I just like move over a few Endermorian coins into one of my little sacks and I close it and I just go, all right, we found this bag. And as ridiculous as this is going to sound, basically under the ocean. It was this castle we found. We had to go through a portal. We're adventurers ourselves. Have you ever heard of Grenlick? No, okay.
No.
Well, anyways, it was in the tomb of Grenlick. He's this vampire dude that we killed. Got this sword, and I pull out the sword and show it to him, and she's like, put it back. And we ended up going through this portal, and it took us to this ancient castle under the sea. We don't know where. And they had these ancient Endermorian coins, and I pull out one of the Endermorian coins, and there's only like maybe 10 of them in there, just as a sidebar. And we found 10 of these. And from what we can understand, they are thousands of years old from ancient Endermore. They're worth a ton of money from the estimates that we've received. And while we would hate to part with them, safe passage through this mountain range would be best for our health. And quite frankly, the money will go to a good person. We're mountain dwarves. I understand you folk. This could it stays within the family, as it were.
Roll a persuasion check.
Fuck.
Long-winded story. Gotta get the check.
Yeah, but you have to add flavor to the check. Okay, I rolled. Oh, I don't have anything extra on it. Shit, just a 12.
He goes, how many of these coins do you say you have? How many?
Well, the bag that we found had 10 in it. Well, it wasn't exactly a bag. It was a little box, but it was very old. It was falling apart, so we just threw it in a little bag. So it's a bag of 10.
So how much are these things worth? Think of what could I?
The rough estimates were that they were worth anywhere from 950 to 1,000 florin apiece.
950 florins apiece.
To up to 1,000 florins apiece, and there's 10 of them, so that's about 10,000 florins.
Well, I guess.
Okay.
You know what? I'm a bargaining man. I mean, can I see at least a coin just to look at it?
Sure. Yeah, I hand him one over one of the Endermorian coins.
And he kind of takes a cloth and he kind of scrubs it up, and it kind of shimmers a nice dull bronze color. And he goes, "Yeah, I could do 10 of those."
Okay.
Night still free?
I mean, if you want to, hang out with me.
A halfling and an adventure dwarf. What a story.
Yeah. What a story. So
Whole
you
bunch
have
of
the
mead.
you have the ability to have a night of libation if that interests you, or you could go out now, or check out the market and stuff a little bit more in depth. It's up to you.
I'm all for just moving, but up to you guys.
Adventure! Let's go before he changes his mind.
Yep. I agree.
Are there, Bellman, is
see my
there
cat?
any
You see my cat?
baddies on the way through the mine here?
All he's doing is meowing to go outside of the door.
I can see him jumping. Where is he going?
Climbing.
I put a board there so that he can jump and look out the door. And so he can jump up there, but he's just lazy at this moment. And he's just meowing to the wind.
I can't hear him.
Yeah, he's not meowing loud enough for us to hear.
We can see his mouth move though.
Come on. Give him a meow. little shit. Okay. So it's about on the outside of the mine. It's nighttime. And he says, so you're ready to go now? You'd like to go now?
As long as you are.
Are there any potions?
I've still got a few left over. that I
Oh,
haven't-
Didn't we buy a whole slew from
Oh
Yep.
yeah, we did.
Jail and Jack? I don't have them in my inventory, so I don't know who took them.
I've got. Well, I bought some for me, but I thought Chuck, you had the other ones. Or
Did-
somebody had the other ones: a frost potion, a water potion, a fire potion, a lightning potion, and 2 potions of supreme healing.
We bought.
Those were expensive. They were
They
like
were super
500.
expensive. We bought. Okay, so what we got was I don't think we did. I just don't think we dispersed them. I do have them on my checklist. So we got 2 regular, 3 greater, 2 superior, and I think we ended up getting 3 of the. What's above superior? I don't even know.
Supreme.
Master Ball.
Master. Yeah, I'll just put them as master healing potions. Fuck it. That's a different letter.
Ultra ball
Ultra?
healing.
Sure, ultra healing. So I think what I'll do is Soren, what did you end up buying?
I basically got the one of each.
One of each?
Frost potion, water potion, fire potion, lightning potion. I had the lightning potion from before because that was the one that I.
Yes, you stole.
Five-finger
Did you
deal?
buy? Did
Yeah.
you buy any healing potions?
No, I had the healing potions from before, I think. Or unless we bought them there, then I have 2.
Okay, so what I'll do is because I have no idea what you did. All I have is written down what I did. I have 3 ultra healing potions. I'll give those to the non-clerics. And then Tor, I'll give you 2 superior healing potions. So that's 8d4 plus. I guess that's 16.
Holy.
Or
I'll call my potions ultra.
because the ultra is 10d4 plus 20, so I think it's plus 2 for every die roll. So
Yeah.
Tor, you've got 2 superiors, which is 8d4 plus 16. I'm going to split up the 3 greater. I'll give 1 to each of you guys. So mark that down. Evan and Cam, so you're getting a greater and an ultra. Cora, you're getting 2 superiors and a greater. And a greater is 4d4 plus 8. And then I'll hold on to the basic healing potions and one of the ultra healing potions.
Okay. Do I even need to carry healing potions if I've got healing abilities?
You might run out of spell slots.
And or if
and
you want
not
to
have use them.
yeah, or if you want to like I mean, probably not to be honest, but
More likely to heal myself.
yeah.
Thanks, Breeze.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you very much, sir. Good divvying up.
8d4 plus 16. Okay.
Ooh, has anybody seen the new Bo Burnham?
Yes, it was so
Yep.
good.
So good.
Just
I
the
couldn't get
one.
through it. I watched the first half and I was like, "Ugh, this is hard. And I know that's the point. Couldn't
Yeah,
get all the way
it's a
through.
hard it's a
Wait,
it's,
the whole special?
yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
only saw the internet preview or whatever on YouTube.
Welcome to the
Welcome
internet.
to the internet.
Take a
We'll
look
take care of the
around and find yourself something that will make you turn aroused or something like that. I don't know. It's great. The whole
Is it
special
on-
is really it's like it's super pandemic. Like
Yeah.
yeah, but
I think I watched content to escape from that, so it was just a little too much for me.
Yeah. Is it on Netflix?
yeah.
Okay.
I think it was last Sunday or the Sunday before that came out.
Yeah, last Sunday it came out.
Okay. I don't think we need to buy potions anymore, do we?
I think we're set. I think
Okay.
we're ready to roll.
Bellman, let's move out.
Lead the way, super dwarf.
I also love that I just gave the guy like less than 200 florins worth of gold coin of Endermorian
I know.
coins.
Hey, but you know what? Like, who knows that these wouldn't be of value in their own kind of hermit closed society,
Oh
That's
yeah,
true.
especially as
true.
like an ancient old world collector's item. Like dwarves love that shit. It's basically a foil Charizard.
And he'll
This
tell
is
anyone that
GameStop
they're worth
stock. It will be
1,500
worth
florins.
something soon. This is theoretically worth thousands of dollars. Oh, Cam. What have you done to me?
Nothing.
So Bellman says that the best way to get through is to basically go through the mines. And luckily, there's basically a number of carts and pathways that will allow us to get to the other side. So he goes, all right, we must go this way in order to kind of make the trip quite easier rather than taking the other way, the old road.
Okay. Is it more dangerous?
Um, he reinforces the idea that it's not as bad. It's easier to go this way.
Okay. Dig it. Let's make our way through.
So you enter kind of the mining area, and there are a number of dwarves around, and they are basically pulling iron ore from the depths, as you can hear the clinking of different pickaxes and a number of different kind of dwarven machinery that seems to be kind of mining all of this iron. And in the background, you can see a number of smelters, and they're basically taking out all of the contaminants in the iron, which is quite pure, and putting it into the smelters and then turning it into iron bricks. And they're sending it down these cart holds and stuff like that.
Eerie.
And as you continue to kind of follow Bellman, you can see that the iron mines stretch on for days and days and days.
Jesus.
Can we cart through them like Donkey Kong Country? Minecart madness.
It says that it's best to walk and not to interfere with the mine. The foremans might get mad at you.
Well, if that's a customary, then I guess we shall abide.
And then this is where things start to get kind of spooky as you continue to kind of follow them through these reaches until it gets to a part of the mine that seems to become overgrown and decaying, and it seems to have veered off from from basically the main path of these iron mines. And he goes, "This is the fastest way to get through, for sure."
Anybody opposed?
I just want to ask questions like, is this section of the mine out of commission?
And he goes, "Yes, it's been closed for some time. This is the way that I normally take to get to the city of Buberba when I go there."
Is there anything you normally run into that's worrisome?
Describe worrisome, Soren. I'm not
Any
really
sort of-
afraid of anything, you know.
Any sort of magic? Any sort of predator? Any unknown unknowns?
He's like, "I'm not sure what you mean."
Yeah, neither am I. Let's go. It does look so much ruin. So I'd say for those who don't have flying boots, watch your step.
Gee, thanks.
So he begins to lead you guys on this path where it kind of veers off into more of like the more cavernous part of the mines.
I'm gonna pull out my sword of sharpness and make it glow by speaking its name. I have a light.
I will very explosively yell "Thunder cunt!" and send up the drift globe.
And completely
point-
overshine my sword.
Look, somebody tries to pull out a big long object to outshine me, I'm going to outshine that big long object, okay? That's just how Chuck works.
Clearly. Wow, man, I tell you.
So
Well, okay then. Compensating for something?
They're not too sharp, but that ain't right. Not too bright either, but man, it's shining. Is anybody else surprised that he hasn't written a song about it yet?
I'm working on it.
I haven't pulled out the ukulele, so I'm ready to be serenaded.
I'm realizing that I have no idea how to play this, so
I'm realizing that now.
Yeah.
what I think yeah, no, it's whatever I do, it's just it doesn't that's out of tune. This doesn't work. Just nothing. That sounds the best.
Oh, my guitar is so out of tune. No, I'm not gonna do this. I mean, are we gonna be waiting for much longer, Dan? Because I've got time. I'll try to tune this thing. I'll mute myself real quick.
Just play a little campfire waiting music.
Well, I was gonna make a song about the drift globe.
Oh, please do.
Dear drift globe,
It has to start with
won't you light the way?
Guys,
Thunder
the
cunt.
sunshine is so bright, it's so
Oi.
blinding. Thunder cunt,
Oh, I don't have any picks in here.
wake you up in the middle of the night.
Thunder cunt.
Here you go.
Oh, it's a thunder cunt. When I yell it, it makes all of your light shine through. And when you want it, all you gotta say is thunder cunt. Thunder cunt, oh yeah. It activates my drift globe, baby. Oh, a thunder cunt. There you go.
Just tenacious
I
check.
really hope
Awesome.
you
So your next
No,
character is
she's
obviously
still
a
on the.
bard.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe I didn't
He's
pick a
got-
bard for this.
Well, the thing, you know what? As like this is into D&D campaigns for us. Eventually, one of us is gonna get there, and then all of us or something. So, it's, later on, when there's Backstreet Boys are back, I imagine there'll be a lot of instruments and streams and.
I'll be right back.
Okay, I just getting some pictures ready.
No problem.
Quick break.
I don't know if you guys ever have music kind of playing in your backgrounds. I know we don't have the bot in the Discord, but
We
I
should. I'm
always
gonna do
throw
that.
on like
I'm gonna try to do that for next week.
I normally throw on just like the Lord of the Rings soundtrack, and so far today it's lined up really well. What music is kind of going into the Shire when we're up and trying to like the mountains as the view, and then kind of the deeper, more rumble rolls of like your percussion symphony as we're getting into the mines. Like, oh, it's good.
I'm just gonna run to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
Me too.
Sit. Good boy. Look who got a haircut.
Oh, it's so small.
She left his tail all curly though.
That's exactly how Herx is.
Yeah, little puppy cut. You smell like dang flowers. Yeah. Oh, here. Chew on that. Relax.
Still bouncing around full of puppy energy.
Oh my god, yes.
Did we lose Dan?
We're all, I guess, intermission.
Okay.
I'm gonna fall off the chair.
I got incoming.
Herc.
Where are you? Herc, come here.
Oh, hi Hercules.
Oh.
He's so regal. Meanwhile, I've got this derpus on my lap.
Such a jerk.
Is
Sure.
Kitson knocking vases off the fridge again?
No, he doesn't do that. He'll just be just relentless with them.
You should build him a little cat mic that he can run around on a headset with cat friends.
I mean, I could do that. I won't. No, I won't. He doesn't deserve it. My cat deserves the world, but he doesn't deserve it. He deserves everything. Nothing.
I like that I can just see Herc's eyes and nose like
nice shots with him, but he just like yawns. So I'm
Sorry.
inclined to like take as many of those shots as I can. Is that?
What do you have? Oh.
Yes, Chris?
Anyways, it's a kennel that I have to now
Right.
put back together.
Well, if you're okay, you can send me the link. That looks like it would fit Bo, so.
Oh, it definitely will. It fits Nova, and I don't think Bo is
Yeah.
much bigger than her at this point. So.
No. Just different directions.
Accurate.
Look at this idiot.
Nice. Okay, so back to said story. So
So
Okay.
I'm not
This
playing
guy-
because I'm gonna go back to doing
Yeah.
report cards, so I'm just gonna watch.
okay, perfect.
Love you, Kayla.
Okay. So, Bellman, right?
Bellman,
Bellman,
out of date.
all of a sudden, begins to become disoriented as to the direction that you're going. He begins to go one way. He goes, wait, no, it's this way, and he goes back the other way, and he tries to go through the other door, and then he does the same thing, and he goes back, and he's almost, it's almost like he's lost the way that he was wanting to go, and in a matter of seconds, he kind of sits down, and he stops moving completely.
Is he still kind of competent with us, Bellman?
He's
Are
still
you all right?
breathing, but he can't speak.
He's
Is
under.
any? Did anything come over his eyes? Kind of like our other friend.
Did sorry, like I forgot to mention, I have that aura of warding. Does that and protection? Is that helping us at all? Like, do we feel a sense of magic overcome us?
No.
Oh man.
Do we remember from
Oh.
where we came? That's a weird sentence.
Perception check.
Oh, front page. 11.
Hey, you're in the you're in it now. Yeah. That's nice. Um, 11. Yes, you retain the directions that you've come, but your guide has all of a sudden become incapacitated.
Bellman, what's
Strangely.
going on? Can you hear us? Like, hello? Anything?
And absolutely no response. He's just basically like
Sorry, I'm getting another phone
basically
call.
stuck thinking. Oh, good,
Can
man.
I try remove curse on him?
Sure, you can do that. Sure.
I don't know how he gets a signal in these mines, but I want what he's having.
So remove curse is instant based on my touch. So I walk up to him, I put a hand on his shoulder, and I attempt to remove curse.
You touch him, and he remains the same.
Oh shit.
The song remains the same.
That was the same thing that happened when I tried to get Rek uncursed by the vampire. It didn't work.
Oh yeah.
Grenlick?
Dan, I want to look around. Like, is there anything that we can see that might be causing this?
Is it some sort of aura or spell that, is deep enough within these mines? Mining sickness?
It's sucked in. Chris, or Chuck, I
Yes.
just asked if we can see if there's any, like, if we can tell where the magic or something or whatever it's coming from. Like, what do I see around this tunnel, this cavern?
each one of you must make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Plus 3, guys, because my aura.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
24.
14.
3.
That's with +3.
I got 14.
I got 20 altogether.
Cam?
Oh, I also got 14.
So it doesn't instantly impact you, but you can begin to hear it. It is a loud ringing noise that basically comes into your ear in a very loud, large squealing. And as you kind of like try to ward it off, you're able to silence it, but still hear its kind of loud ringing, or its ringing kind of perpetuating in your eardrums.
Is there
We all can hear this?
Yes.
Is
You're all
there-
like, what the heck is that ringing?
is there a sense of direction as to where it's coming from?
Echolocate it.
Yeah. Full perception check.
Nat 20.
Eh.
Is it bats? Are we having more kebabs?
So it's a 22 after my modifier.
Coming from this tunnel here.
That rush there. Gotta. Actually, really quick, before we do that, what is going on with Bellman? Is he just stunned there, pretty much?
That down.
You would assume that he's been paralyzed or
Okay.
has some
Fear?
sort of
Are his
paralysis
eyes open?
from this noise.
Are his
Eyes are open.
Okay, I'm gonna close them for him so that his eyes don't dry out while we run away. I just be like, look, Bellman, I'm sorry, I don't want you to. And I close his eyes just to help him. And then as we're walking away, I try to steal the 10 Endermorian coins we gave him.
Try to steal him.
Yep.
Okay. Roll a d20. Sleight of hand.
11 plus 1, so 12. It's not great.
I mean, you should get away with this. If you don't,
He's
just
paralyzed.
keep
Can't
it
see.
disciplined.
Like, you can't see who it is. You can't see what's going on.
If you
That's
don't-
my thought. Like, he's never gonna know.
Yeah. Sleight of hand is the quickness at which you move to grab something or to pickpocket something off of someone. You, in fact, had said that I would like to start running towards that cavern first, before you said I would like to steal the Endermorian coins from him. So, at that point, in terms of order of operations, you run by him, go, "Ah, blah, blah, blah," close his eyes and run past him without even grabbing anything.
Oh, okay. Well, I tried.
Can I take some cloth and like from my I don't know, garments and like stuff it by my ears to try and stop hearing this ringing noise?
Sure. You do it easily. You
Does
kind
it,
of
does
have
it
a
help?
cloth and make your own. It does help a little bit. It
Okay.
does help a little bit, but it's very close to your brain.
So is that a man in the distance, like a person?
No, that's
that-
just in there. I'm sorry.
Okay.
All of these pictures are going to have people in it.
Okay.
There's just pictures of us.
I'd like to approach whatever is ringing.
Go towards it.
Yeah.
Rick, does that help soften the sound? Which
A
it did
little
with your
bit.
cloth?
But,
Do you have any more?
I still hear it. I don't know
Do you
how
have
much
any-
it's gonna help. But
Have any more cloth?
you're not gonna like it. It's my handkerchief, but
Oh.
what I got.
Well,
So you enter this kind of new section of the cave, and its source is bouncing off all of these kind of walls. So you can't really pinpoint a location.
Okay, well, sorry. Go ahead.
let's. I guess if we can't pinpoint a location, Can I fly through the largest opening? And we have the globe on, right? Or
Yeah, you have the drift globe.
the drift globe. Can I fly through and try to scout out if there's any sort of movement, any sort of shadow reaction, something to give us a direction?
Send out Soren as bait.
I could get away.
Those like cocoons hanging from the ceiling? Or they're just imagine they're stalagmites. Stalagmites? Stalactites?
They're like tights.
Okay.
Mites are the ground ones, right?
I don't know which
This is
one.
always gonna bug me.
There's a mnemonic to remember which is which, but I can't remember.
Okay, so you're flying up there,
Yep.
Soren?
Mite is from the ground.
Hey, something reaches out to you. You need to avoid it.
Me? Sorry?
Yes. Dexterity saving throw.
17.
You avoid its tentacles as it appears.
Ah,
Oh,
What
what
is
the
with
hell?
the tentacle things? Jesus.
Ah!
I don't like.
It was hanging too. Okay.
Multiple of them.
multiple.
And they're hanging from the ceiling, and you can definitely see them as they kind of have blended in with the surroundings. But as you kind of move towards them with the drift globe, they almost look like they're ready to pounce from the ceiling at you.
Can I try to whip one off the ceiling if it already reached out at me?
Sure. That means you're going
Attack of
into a
opportunity?
combat. Attack
Yeah.
of opportunity combat. Okay, everybody roll a d20 for initiative.
Ah. Shit. 6.
10.
Man, sorry. Oh man. Oof.
18.
Couldn't roll it into one spot. 11.
It goes highest first, right?
Yeah.
Well, me and then highest first.
Right.
Which is
So you get
also
2
you.
turns.
Because I got my ring, bitch.
And which is also you, the highest one.
Yes.
And then it's
Soren's
everybody
turn.
else.
The roll. Yeah.
Oh, do I have a charging cable here? I don't.
Nice.
Oh shit, where are my other... Oh, there they are. My other dice.
11. Tor 10. Evan is 6. Okay. So Cam, you get an attack of opportunity first.
I guess it'll be sneak attack, assassinate.
Okay.
21. 24. Does that hit?
I hope so.
I really hope so too.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So 6, 10, 15, 19 plus 6 is 25.
Okay.
And I guess it's a critical hit, so you want me to roll a d20?
Yeah.
That sucks. 4. So 29 total? 29 total. That's a decent first
That's a
hit.
good hit.
Hoping it like falls from the roof and just impales itself on a stalagmite.
That'd be sweet.
That'd be efficient, you know? Who knows? If it is falling or something like that, shit, I lost a die. I will try to move out of the way, out of reach of both, and I'll call out to the group if they can hear me through the wheeling noise that be prepared for tentacles.
Okay. Be prepared
A
for
soft battle
tentacles.
cry. Be prepared for tentacles. That's like Zap Brannigan.
Be prepared for
Men,
tentacles.
be prepared for tentacles. Kif, get my combat skirt.
That's yes, Cap.
A great show. It's a great show.
Yes.
Gibson, shut up. Thanks. It's been days, guys. It's been days. only 6 more months to go.
Right, that's a forever cat.
Forever cat, man. Okay, so you whip this thing. It does not fall off the stalagmites, but it does take your whip damage. And then it's gonna attack you.
It can try.
Okay. It's going to try to sting you with its tentacle. You need to roll a d20.
Do I add anything or straight up?
Against your constitution.
18.
Okay, you do not take you don't take the poison damage. And now he'll roll against your armor class, and he doesn't. You're able to avoid it,
Nice.
which is pretty good. Really good.
Would dodge.
Dodge. And it
Yes.
kind of whips its tentacle out at you. The other one is going to climb onto like a bunch of other stalagmites,
Right.
and he's going to lash out at you as well. Because you're floating, man. Okay.
Burning out his shoes up here alone.
16 against your armor class.
That hits.
Do a saving throw for poison.
Dex saving throw? Con?
Constitution. Yeah.
17.
Okay. You do not take the poison damage, but you do take the tentacle damage,
Of?
which is 8.
Okay. They both must have rolled pretty high if they attacked before me.
It's Cam's turn.
Ooh. I'm gonna whip the first one again.
I like it kinky. Okay. Roll against its armor class. Let's do it.
That's not gonna do it. 8.
Nope.
Um,
You miss with your whip.
I'm going to. I'm going to use my bonus action to kind of dash away, out of reach, both of them.
They're gonna get that attack of opportunity on you, no?
Well, I have cunning action, so I guess it allows me to dash, disengage, or hide. I guess it'd be disengage. And using that, does that prevent an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should
Yeah.
you should fly towards us and get that resistance against spells and saving throws.
Is that an area effect?
Yeah, 10 feet.
Okay. I guess if we have ranged weapons, I can fly back down. Otherwise, I can kind of dance around in the air, and I have range with my whip, I guess. It's basically tentacle versus tentacle, or tail versus tentacle.
Okay. Chuck, your go.
Okay, so I am for the first time going to use one of my spells. Or this, so using one of my two second level spell slots, I'm going to use Spider Walk, which allows me to move along walls as if it were ground, and run up the wall as close to them as I can get with my speed. I can't attack because I used my action to use Spider Walk. So instead, I will pull out my what can I do for a bonus action? I don't really know anything that's really a bonus actiony kind of thing.
Yell something inspiring.
Yeah. So then what I'll do is I'll as my bonus action I'll yell Thunder Cunt and send out the Drift Globe just to see if it does anything for me. And at the end of my turn, I will just put up my shield.
Okay.
That's it.
Shields up.
Shields up.
Spider Walk Man. Tor, your go.
So I'm gonna conceal myself behind Rick there, and I'm gonna throw my dart of shadows at the closer of the two. First one is by Chuck.
I guess the one by Chuck is the one that I initially attacked, right?
Yeah.
We're focusing. Okay.
Ugh.
Hilarity.
Grendel stayed behind to help Mott.
Very nice of her.
Okay. Shoot it.
Do I have to roll against armor class?
Yep. Dexterity because it's a
15.
ranged weapon. 19?
15?
15? Nope.
Ah,
You shoot your dart and it misses, but it comes back to you. Almost like a
Comes back to
boomerang.
Okay. Can I attack again with a spell, or is that not allowed?
Yep.
Yeah? Okay.
Level you guys again.
I'm at level
I think you're at,
7.
you're still at level 7?
I might have just leveled up. I'm at 33,600 XP, so like I probably could have leveled up once we killed the bullets, but that requires math.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
you're just short. You're about 500 short.
Okay, sounds good. So I'm going to use Sacred Flame. It deals 1d8 radiant damage. And I get an extra 2d8 damage for being above a level 5.
Okay.
So
Sounds good.
3d8. Do I have to roll against armor class for that one?
Yes.
Oh, 18. How about that?
Ooh.
Yes.
Yes. 3d8 damage. 12.
Well. Does that go
Squid
against
number
both of
1.
them? Or with number 1? Okay.
What was that? What did you use?
I used
Radiant Strike?
Sacred Flame.
Or Sacred Flame?
Yeah.
Ooh, I still have my.
It can only target one creature at a time.
Oh,
Deals
shit.
1d8 radiant damage,
Cool.
and it increases to 3d8 with my level.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That's a cantrip, too. That's great.
Yeah. It's a powerful cantrip considering.
Yeah.
And then just to stay hidden, I'm going to just put up my shield. And stay hidden
Okay.
behind Rec.
Ev, your go. Well done, Cora. Well
Um,
done.
I'm going to use Moonbeam.
Moonbeam.
On, guess the
Okay.
Choop, can you pop?
5, 8, 40. Okay, yeah. Shoot it at the one in front of Chuck. Chuck is like out of range. 'Cause it's like how big are these things? I guess doesn't matter. They're big, eh?
They're about the same size as Chuck in terms of
Okay.
width.
And they're out of reach from where I'm standing. I'm assuming.
Yes.
Um. Okay, in that case, yeah, I'll cast Moonbeam. Oh my God, why is this so tiny? It's 2d10 radiant damage. I must make a Constitution saving throw.
It has to make a saving throw.
Yeah, Constitution.
It rolled a 3.
I guess that's a fail. So yeah, you take full damage of 2d10.
Which is 2d10.
8. Okay.
8.
Yeah. And it, as long as it stays in there, it gets engulfed with ghostly flames that cause searing pain.
It screams out in searing pain. Whatever a beast.
When a creature enters the spell area for the first time, or on a turn starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain. It must make a Constitution saving throw. It takes 2d10 radiant damage. I guess it continues to take damage as it's in there.
Okay. The Tenta guy. Is that your turn? Done?
Yeah, I'll just put my shield up.
Everybody's got a shield. Okay.
Yeah.
Tenta, whatever. He's going to stagger around the rocks here and try to sneak attack Chuck. So you need to make a saving throw there, Chuck, against my roll.
What kind of saving throw?
Dexterity.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
I mean, if you're gonna do it, I already rolled.
That's another nat 20.
Okay. That's
Like,
awesome.
With
I've rolled
that
like
saving
three.
throw,
I've
roll
rolled like
a
3
2.
times today, and 2 of them have been nat 20s.
You basically follow him as he kind of like jumps around from stalactite to stalactite, and his sneak attack is no advantage, but he's gonna still try to hit you anyway.
Okay.
And you rolled a 10
That
against
is
your armor class.
that is a solid no hit.
Okay. Okay, and then this other guy's going to jump across the gap and try to sneak attack you again. So you need to roll against me. Your sneak attack dexterity. Please be a good roll. You've been sucking the hind tit.
17 after my modifier. 16 and a 1.
Okay, you're safe.
Okay.
You basically have the shield out towards one guy and the crucifer out to the other, but he's still gonna attack you.
That's fair.
Did he jump into the moonbeam?
So the one jumped out and the other jumped in. Does he take damage?
Yeah, he has to make a saving throw.
Okay. 8.
Oops. I rolled an 8 as well.
Well, it's what's your spell save DC? That's what it would be.
Oh. Oops. Ooh, where is it? It's not on this sheet. Right. Where is that on that sheet? Oh, 14.
Yeah, he rolled an 8.
Okay, so that's 6 damage.
Okay. Okay, and he screams out in searing pain from the ghost flames. But
hi.
he's still gonna attack Chuck. So I rolled 19,
19.
or it rolled 19.
With my shield up, that's a no.
Okay, so the question is, which? So this guy is attacking you.
Yeah.
You were able to turn around and have your shield and face this guy. Which way do you want it to be? Do you want your shield to be this way, or do you want
Well,
your shield to be this
let's
way?
just say for sake of like I had my shield up for the first strike. The second one I didn't, but I will use my first level spell slot as a reaction to use shield to give me a +5 to make my AC 21.
Okay.
So
Fine.
that's
Be
still
that
a no.
way. He screams in pain from the ghost flames. Okay. We're just kind of like chilling there. It's Cam's turn.
Okay, I'm going to fly up towards, I guess the one that Chuck's facing, and try another sneak attack with my whip.
Okay, do it up. Stealth check.
Say stealth check.
Yeah, stealth check to get there.
Stealth 20, non-natural.
Yes. Do your sneak attack damage, stealth man.
46, 2d6. Oh, there's a 10, 15, 19 plus 6 is 25.
Definitely for a second.
Ah,
That's it.
I thought he was cat wrangling, but the cat just followed him.
I thought he was too.
I can hear Bo crying in his cat now.
Oh. Why is he so sad?
Because he's alone and he thinks there's people over, but there's nobody here.
Oh, yeah. That's fair.
Hi, Ketsan.
oh, Kit Kat.
Ketsan!
Dancing cat.
Dance, 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 dance. Ding, the kitty cat.
Oh.
Dad, stop.
Dad, let me go!
Don't touch that Billy, yo. Okay, what did you
25.
say? 25. It's looking pretty worse for wear.
I am going to use my bonus action and hit it with my circlet of blasting, so instant light damage. There we go. On command, the simple golden headband projects a blast of searing light through 8, which is 4d6.
Okay.
Oof. 11, 13 damage
It's dead.
of searing light. Woo! One dead.
The light makes it fall from the stalactites, and Rek and Cora need to make a dexterity saving throw as its body falls to the ground.
God damn it.
+3.
Oh, yeah.
18.
Hang on.
You avoid it. Just barely.
13.
It hits you.
Damn it. I get squished by the squid.
The tentacles
guys,
start
you made me
wrapping
ache.
itself around you. I'm just kidding.
I don't like.
You take 3 damage from it falling.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay.
Alright, I think that's the end of my turn.
Okay. That makes its Chuck turn.
I turn around and go, "Oh, hi there, boy," and I attack him.
Okay, roll a d20 against his armor class.
12.
Strength with the crucifer.
12 plus 4, so that is 19 to hit.
Yes.
Did you
And
put the cheat code in?
With your crucifer.
And then the
Put
second
the code in?
strike misses. It's a 10.
What are you adding to the AC?
To my attack, well, my strength is a +4, so I add 4, and then my proficiency bonus, because I'm proficient with this weapon, is +3, so I'm adding 7.
Do we always add
Oh,
strength to attacks?
Well, it depends on what
Depends on
you're doing.
what you use for attacks. Like, monks use dexterity to hit instead of strength.
And
so
if
they
you're
would
using a
add their
ranged weapon, it's dexterity.
Yeah, so you have to be
I've
like.
never done
proficient with
that.
it.
Oh,
You might
I'm
be
just
missing out
rolling a
on.
d20 and being like, does that
Nope.
hit?
No, you add. Yeah, you'll add one of your. So we can figure that out, and then.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it just depends on what weapons you're proficient with, so we'd have to figure that out
Yes.
too.
The more you know.
That reminded me because I wasn't adding my proficiency.
Oh, yeah, you should.
Yeah.
I forgot how much
Right,
damage.
Chuck, can you not kill it? Because I really want to do something awesome.
I don't know that I can stop it now.
I'm next.
You cannot
Alright.
stop the power of the crucifer.
I have an idea. I want to kill it.
It's the crucifer.
It's a Christopher.
Oh my god, it's the crucifer.
So I get to reroll 1s and 2s.
That's the.
So that's a
wildest
total
part.
of 48 damage to that guy.
Fuck. I
Oh my
wanted to
God,
kill
so
it.
weak.
That's actually kind of low, I think.
That's really low
6,
compared to
12,
what you were dishing
18,
out before.
24, 27, 30, 33. Well, the average would be about 37. So that's a little above average, but it's very average.
I
So
thought the
what?
average was like
What's the total?
75.
What's the total?
48.
Humble effort.
Chuck sits there and thinks, oh, he has an action surge, and he could really fuck over Korra, but instead he'll just leave it so that Korra can get a kill.
Okay.
That's what he'll do.
So he takes an exuberant amount of damage. At which turn it's Korra's turn, since Chris has completed his action. I would think.
Mm-hmm. I should have my shield up.
All right. I have an idea.
Hi, Nova.
I'm going to use the level 4 spell Control Water. And this little fucking squid, I'm going to redirect water. And I'm going to pull all the water out of this squid and have it fall to the ground.
Okay.
Damn.
God calamari.
What needs to happen for me?
Bending.
I don't know.
What's the spell, Tor?
It's called Control Water. It has a 300-foot range and targets a 100-foot cube.
What you're using redirect flow?
I'm
No,
using
control
just,
water.
So what I have is choose an effect, flood, part, redirect, whirlpool. As an action, you may choose a new effect each round, but for this round, I want to redirect the water that is in the squid's body.
Water in the area moves.
Yeah.
as you
Okay.
direct.
So it's control water. So there's different abilities. So there's flood, part water, redirect flow. You cause flowing water in the area to move in a direction you choose. I don't know if it's flowing, Tor.
I mean, you could like flow it and slam it down.
Part water.
You could like
Cause
impale
water
it.
in the area to move apart and create a trench.
You could part the water and split them in half. I don't know how much damage
Okay.
that would do.
My description doesn't have that much detail other than
You're adding the figure itself. It's
Because
good.
it's literally like almost a half page in this book. It's almost like a
and
whole
it's like
column.
12 words on my spell sheet.
Yeah. Well, didn't you have the book coming?
I have it, I haven't cracked it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'll allow it. I'll
Yay!
allow it. Okay, roll. It's going. So you're going to roll, and it's going to try to beat your roll as
Just a
a
straight
saving
roll?
throw. Just a straight roll. Roll good.
16.
Oh, I got a 15. You put the water out of this SOB, and its body basically turns into like a flooby mass.
A dry.
And
Flooby mass.
sorry, a very dry flooby mass, and it falls to the ground with exuberant force, at which Rek needs to make another saving throw.
It's
+3.
I don't think he gets the +3. You get the +3.
yeah. Oh, he missed.
Nat 1.
Oh.
So, unfortunately for you, this dry mass lands right onto your head, and now you have a tentacle head. Just so dry. You can see like a puff of smoke come out of like it's like tentacles and stuff. As you're like, oh my god, what the heck
Me not
happened?
dread, man.
You take 8 damage for it
Holy
falling on
shit.
top of you.
Rock.
Basically a rock fell on you.
So if I have another action, I can just apologize to Rek and put a hand on his shoulder and cure wounds. Sorry, buddy. Cure wounds is 1d8 plus 4.
So with your strength there, Rek, you take this hunk of junk off and you kind of throw it away and discard it. You're like, we
Can I
can't.
give you
This
7
is
health
so
back?
gross. And you get 7 health back. So it's worth it.
Did the noise stop?
The noise is still there.
Oh,
Go check
fuck.
on.
Yeah,
Man.
Just
What's
like
his name?
a real quick look down the hallway. Is he
Daldan?
still standing there?
Is he sitting there? Yeah. With his
Yeah,
eyes
you can
closed.
see it. You can assume that if Grendel is still there, she would holler
Okay.
and let you know that he's awake, or they'd come running to you.
'Kay.
Right, because Grendel knew where you were going. So,
Can we travel deeper into the cave and try to find some discerning that will lead us somewhere?
for sure. Perception check, Cameron.
5. Sorry, 8. That's a 6. 7, 8. Not seeing much.
You do find a small corridor where the noise is a little bit louder.
Corridor?
And there seems to be some footprints leading deeper into this part of the cavern from where you were before.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
I'll let the group know, and then I'll kind of hover above those footprints and see where they go.
Can I ask Nang if he recognizes this creature or this sound?
It's like a little Nang encyclopedia.
Roll a d20. He's sleeping.
He slept through the...
Of course he
Um,
did.
14? Plus anything?
Okay, so you you look to Cora and you're like, where is he? And she's like, I don't know where he is. And then you holler to Soren, Soren, have you seen Nang?
I haven't.
And he's like, no fucking idea. And then you look to Chuck and you go, give me that bag of holding. Give me that bag of holding. And Chuck basically lifts up the bag, and then Nang's head pops out. Hello. He's like, "Sup, guys?"
When did you get in there?
I've been in there the entire time, man.
Nang.
All right.
Nang, do you recognize this creature or that sound? You hear that?
So
buddy?
he's like, I don't hear a sound, but those footprints are nasty. Them nasty footprints.
I like Nang with
Um,
some sass. I like this.
Yeah.
He's like,
Eddie Murphy Nang.
I don't know what this is from, but it's nasty. It looks nasty. See that hook claw? You don't want that. You don't want that in any beast.
Do you know what kind of beast it is?
No idea. But it walks on two legs.
And you don't hear anything.
I don't know what you'll talk about.
You don't hear that? Okay.
No.
Oh, our friend here is stunned. Do you recognize this? Like, do you know what's going on with him?
Looks
Roll
frozen
D20.
in fear.
19.
He says it could be a if you are hearing some weird thing, it could be a crippling paralysis tone that that unfortunately has penetrated his eardrums, allowing him to be paralyzed for a short time. If you were able to find the source of this noise, you might be able to awaken him from his paralysis state.
Let's go.
Let's kill whatever it is under that water, I guess.
So it's not water. It's kind of like a silty kind of.
Oh,
sand.
I see. Okay, sorry. I thought that was water.
Yep.
It's okay.
Hearing that, I'm gonna shove some cotton in my ears.
Yeah.
Yes, as
Welcome
do
to
I.
the party.
Can I use my first level another one of my first level spells? Do I want to? Yeah, I do. No, I don't. Never mind. Forget about it. Forget about it.
Okay. So everybody needs to make a when you're going through terrain. What is it called?
Rough terrain?
No.
Trekking. Hiking.
No.
Adventuring. Overlanding. Could we get a thesaurus? Nang!
So, okay, it's called a tracking. You need to roll a saving throw on tracking. Just a straight.
15.
Plus 3.
Uh-oh.
18.
Safe.
10?
17.
Yes. Fine.
17.
Yeah, you're all good. Except for the person who said 3 and then changed their roll.
No, it was a +3.
Oh, +3.
Sure.
Okay, that's.
Yeah, it's plus 3.
+3 to
Okay,
us
so-
from.
You're
Alright.
able to kind of prevent yourselves from sinking deeper into this kind of what would be quicksand.
I'm hovering
Luckily-
anyway. What?
I know, but you.
I just wanted to roll.
And it leads into kind of a larger cave that seems to have light coming through it, but it's just the lighter parts of the cavern that kind of see through. And you can hear a loud growling.
We see where it's coming
Growling.
from.
Yes. It's coming from over this kind of rocky ridge here.
Can I'll hover up high to get a vantage point to see if I can spot something. I can spot
Roll a
us.
stealth check.
My favorite. 13.
It doesn't see you.
Nice.
Oh, God.
Wow.
Jesus. Does it have like tentacle hands?
Tails.
So, while and you instantly recognize this beast because you've seen one before, Soren. This is a Demogorgon, but not a Stranger Things Demogorgon, a true Demogorgon.
Oh,
I forget if
God.
I've seen one before.
shit. Well, let's kill it.
I don't remember what they do, but yes.
Nang,
If it
do you
doesn't
know
see,
how to
if it
kill
doesn't
these?
see us, if it doesn't see us yet, I'm gonna fly back to the group.
Okay.
Let them know. Maybe we can get an attack of opportunity on it. If we prize it, maybe all at once. That might be our best course of action. I'm not
Does
sure what
Nang
they.
know how to defeat demogorgons?
Um, his his he's kind of resting on your shoulder at this point. His eyes go wide, and he's like, a demogorgon. You gotta get
Yeah.
out of here. You gotta get out of here. You can't be here.
Nang.
You have no chance. You have no chance. These are chaotic evil beasts. You will die. You will definitely die. Don't engage. Don't engage.
Do we,
We don't have a lot of people here.
Is the
That's true.
Demogorgon making the sound? The
Is
only
it
reason we
make-
came this way was to try and halt the paralysis tone. Nang, do you know if the sound is coming from him? I know the sound you can't hear. Never mind, that's a stupid question. I'm pretty sure Nang is just looking at me like, what?
He's like,
don't say me, be
he
nice.
quietly is like, these things don't make that type of sound.
Oh shit.
But what they can do is they can talk to you in your mind without speaking.
They would already know. They would already know we're here.
Telepathy.
Telepathy.
So are we gonna fight this thing?
Before someone does anything rash, I'm granting us pass without trace, so we get a few seconds to not be perceived.
Run.
Good call. Good call.
Notice if
Don't
like
do it,
there's
girl. It's not worth it.
fresh air coming through, like that's
We just
the
have to
way
get
to the other
past?
side.
There is almost like a naturally formed path that that would allow you to basically move around this thing.
Are we gonna just go around it, or are we gonna try to kill
Let's
it?
try and go around it.
We sneak around it, but are we leaving Grendel and Bellman to have to pass it later as well?
Fuck, I
Isn't
don't
the rule
know.
never split the party?
Technically, you're not
Demogorgon.
splitting the party because you guys are all in active play. But as soon as you start moving, you're gonna have to all do stealth checks.
You get
Okay.
plus 10 to all your stealth checks under
So
pass
you
without
should
trace.
you should be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be okay, I think, for sure. Most likely. But if you want to go as a group, then
Man, I wish
Safety
you
numbers?
guys could see this. My cat is resting in between the dice of the D&D.
Oh, awesome.
Oh no, he moved. Oh, I ruined it.
Oh.
Oh, there he is.
There's
Hey,
so many
Kitson.
dice. Oh my god.
if you get him a
See,
big
now that I
D20
can
to
see
battle
all those dice, I'm scared of what the Demogorgon can do.
No, I just have multiple dice.
Oh, okay.
I like to have multiple.
Yep.
So I would say that you're not really splitting the party at this point. You're more so they'll catch up to you at some point, maybe.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I guess we
Don't
just
worry
try to
about
sneak past it.
Yep.
Okay, everybody roll a stealth saving throw. Add plus 10 for pass without trace.
Plus 3 if it's a saving throw?
It's not a saving throw, it's a skill.
It's a skill.
Okay.
I got a nat 20.
I got
Attaboy.
24 with the plus 10.
I got 13.
I got
Plus the
37.
10?
That's plus 10.
Oh
I
no!
rolled a 2.
You walk like an elephant.
I rolled a fucking 2 plus 1 is 3 plus 10 is 13.
Cam, you got a 37.
Yeah, I rolled an 18, and then I have +9 for stealth, and then
I didn't even add my stealth. Hang on.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Cam ceases to exist on this mortal coil.
26.
I like can't roll less than a 20 with all of those.
There is a feat for rogues that like I think it's called reliable talent, and anytime you roll a stealth check, you can literally not roll lower than a 10. So if you have a 10 plus like you can make it like 14 with your modifiers plus pass without a trace. You can get like 42 or something stupid. If you roll a nat 20 with that. Did I get by, Dan, with a 13?
Yeah.
How?
How?
Luck of the Irish.
Apparently. I thought for sure I just sunk us. I was like, oh, for fuck's sakes.
You sunk yourself. The rest of us were.
Yeah, y'all were fucking off. I was about to get my ass whooped.
You are very, very, very lucky. At which point you kind of come to a pathway that leads downwards, and you can so Cam and Chuck can hear the sound in their ears getting louder, while Cora and Evan have a little bit of resistance from the cloth in their ears.
Oh, Chuck and I have,
I'll throw in
I've
some
got
cloth
as
now
well,
then.
yeah.
I'll just throw in some cloth now. I thought I'd said it earlier, but
yeah,
that's
I did win.
fine by
The
me.
enemies.
Okay,
Wow,
as
I'm rolling
this-
like shit.
As this
Oh.
noise is getting louder, you need to roll a Constitution saving throw again. At this point in
I
time.
rolled an 18 plus 6, 24.
Rolled a nat 20 for 21.
I got
Hey.
19.
Okay,
17, 20.
okay, you are all again safe from this paralysis spell as you move deeper into dead.
Okay, so but wait, if you
Area.
let off with a demo or a little babbies and then a demogorgon, what the fuck's the final boss? Oh god.
What you know? What if I'm switching things up, Chris? What if it's
one of the
easier
thralls.
as you go deeper, or what if it's harder as you go deeper, or what if it's just nice and moist? JK. Thought that was
Just
funny.
like cake. Piece of cake.
Oh, pass the chocolate.
Chocolate.
Oh.
Is it the sea salt one? Oh yeah. My favorite is the orange peel one from those guys. It's
What?
so good.
The sea salt and caramel?
I want just sea salt, I think.
Yeah. This one
Love
has
this
caramel
thing.
chunks too.
Whoa.
Ate the one with all the caramel already.
Whenever
Okay,
they go
so
on
you get-
sale, I buy them like a deck of cards and I keep them in my fridge.
Nice. Okay, so you get to basically the very kind of bottom of this kind of trench, and it leads to this thing, which is basically a big kind of mirror-like sheen sphere, and it's basically humming with a radiance.
The sphere is humming?
Yes, the sphere is humming.
Like a
A
giant
very
drift globe?
Loud pitch to
frequency?
it. It's not a drift globe though. It's different.
Like how big would it be compared to the drift globe?
It looks huge.
I mean, it
Like,
looks huge, but some...
it's like 10 times the size of the drift globe.
Okay.
Quite large.
Do we notice anything around it? Booby
It's
traps?
a-
Or...
It is. There, do you notice any booby traps? Roll a perception check. Investigate. Investigation check. Roll an investigation check.
What kind of check?
Cheers to you, Cam.
Oh.
I love this. Cheers.
But you didn't see my surprise that went with it.
Oh,
What did you roll, Evan?
it was
Hold on,
subtle.
let me-
I'm sorry.
Let me check inside this. Hold on, there's something special.
Oh.
What'd you roll at?
8.
8. Sorry.
You don't see any like discernible magic traps, but you can definitely feel that there is an aura of evil coming from this thing.
Can I do it? Now's the time. I'm going to use level
Do it.
1 detect magic spell
Here, come here.
Okay.
to tell me where magic might be in this room. What? Because detect magic will also tell me. Hold on.
The magic is coming from the giant mirror sheened sphere.
I figured that,
What's
but
it?
like it would also show me if
Illuminating.
there's any like magical traps around it, or if there's any
I see.
other magical auras around, as well as hold on, I just gotta find the spell.
An operator, the figurehead of said orb.
Crown of Madness. I gotta find the spell in a sec. Detect magic.
Magic?
I learned the School of Magic, so whatever kind of magic it is, and there is a faint aura around an object or creature that is magical.
The only kind of magical presence that you can see is that nothing around the area or there's any booby traps on the floor, but there is like a kind of a lightning spell that is surrounding this sphere / globe.
Okay. All right. Well, that means there's no magical traps or anything, which is good.
Did you make this in camp or deep freeze?
Just put it in the bag holding.
Bring it home.
Nang's new alarm clock.
We got 2 orbs. Can I throw a javelin at it?
Ask it questions before we attack it.
You want to throw a javelin at it?
If I throw a javelin at it, should I throw this at this thing, guys?
Why don't we
No.
ask it what it's doing here?
Show me what you got.
I like what you got.
Why are you making this paralyzing tone? Orb of whatever. Does it respond
You're saying that to the sphere?
to the sphere?
Ask it questions. Hello.
Sorry, I was like, hi there. Just wondering why you're making the sound so loud.
Pretty
Could
much.
you tone it down, please?
I get what's the guy that's crude that's Australian? His name, forget the
Taika
comedian.
Waititi?
No, not Tycho. I think he's Australian.
Oh,
The one who's on like pirate radio.
yeah.
Plays kind of like the nerdier, like news anchor, weatherman.
No, he has a bunch of specials on Netflix,
Oh,
And-
Reese?
and he has that TV show, like the American TV show, and he just makes fun of Americans. All
Jim
day.
Jeffries.
Jim Jeffries. Jim
Yeah.
fucking Jeffries. Hey, bud.
Can I quickly, while we're sitting here just chatting up the orb, I'm going to cast Blur on myself.
Okay.
Chuck censored.
Pretty much. It just makes him have disadvantage on any attacks he makes against me
Okay.
for up to a minute. So, like, I'll have it at the ready, and then when I think things are about to go bad, I have the Blur spell ready. I'm going to use it at that point. So, right at the beginning of the
Or you
battle.
just have it at the ready.
Yeah, because I have a feeling something's about to happen, and you just...
I mean, what if it's another portal thing? Anybody want to
Could be.
go under the sea?
Well, this one's lightning. I'm thinking this is going to be up and down.
Thor, are you there?
You're a dude. That's a man. My favorite line in the whole movie. That and when he calls Rocket Rabbit and his ears go down and he just listens to him anyways.
Mood.
So, Rek continues to. I gotta show you the video. Can I show you the video?
Sure.
I do have to kind of close up shop pretty soon. It's already 9 o'clock.
Maybe I'll send it in the chat when I find it.
We can always meet up here next week.
Leave this as a cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Episode 2 of Deliberate Chaos.
If it looks like a bubble, what if we just like pop it?
Yeah, just take the crucifer and just pop. Yep. It's just done.
Okay, I can't find it. I watched it at some point today. It's hilarious. It's basically like I won't spoil it, but I'll
Yeah,
spoil
send it later.
It's-
Yeah.
I'll send it later.
Under the chat.
Yeah, I'll send it in the chat later. The group chat. It's quite funny. It's what I look at during the day when I'm bored. And I'm like, I need to laugh. Watch. Oblivion NPC dialogue memes. Hilarious. it's the Oblivion like music.
Yep.
But it's people interacting. And then there's like the battle theme. You'll just watch it. It's funny. If you've ever played Oblivion, you might get it.
Oh, Morrowind. Elder Scrolls.
So basically, Rek is yelling at this orb, and it's doing nothing. Why do you do this?
Can I approach
Why
it?
are you being this way?
I would love to attack it right now.
I'm going to approach it.
Okay.
And right before I pull out, I can I do a quick perception check?
Right before I pull out.
Right before Can I do a quick perception check to see if there's anything, like, I don't know, like powering this thing? I do have detect magic, so I would know. So I'm gonna guess not. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick perception check if that's okay with you.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't stop rolling well today, and it's not a complaint. That's a 20. After, not natural 20. It was an 18 plus 2.
So, as you approach it closer, you can see a face peering back out at you, and it's looking directly at you.
Does it look scared?
No, you can
Do you recognize
feel you can feel its eyes penetrating your soul.
Dan, did you
I-
say this orb is like lightning?
Yes.
I
man.
I finish casting Blur, pull out my sword, and I swipe.
Oh God. Is this? Do we even know if this is like the? I guess it's too
You
late.
do that?
We
You
even
do
know
that?
this is the
You do
doorway?
that? That's
Yeah.
awesome. Both
Yeah,
of-
that's what I do. I cast Blur, and then I strike.
And then I strike. I guess. Because if we're getting hits on this thing, I'm beating Chuck.
So it's like Chuck brings down the crucifer, and then like Cam's like, just like stabs in.
Use my
This
chimera
might
whip.
this might be a thrall.
Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Stop. Don't ruin it. A-hole.
I rolled a Jesus Christ. I rolled a 25 to hit.
I gotta hit first.
I thought we were leaving it on the cliffhanger.
So you're able to breach the mirror finish of this orb, but it gives this guy enough time to grab the crucifer with his hand and hold it in his palm, and he's also able to grab Cam's wrist from the other side as he's coming with either, and he throws both of you back, and you have to do a skill check, dexterity, please.
I think that's an 11 for me. Yeah. Yeah, that's an 11.
Dexterity saving throw?
Yeah.
17.
Okay, so Chris has kind of stumbled back, but he's got the blur on, and the crucifer kind of blurs in with him as well, and Cameron, you're able to kind of like push your arm out of it, but still kind of like hover back a little bit,
Okay.
and he was kind of in like a crouched position, like he was on one knee, and then Chris broke the barrier and he grabbed the sword in the air, and then you came around and he grabbed your wrist, and then he threw both of you back, and he kind of slowly stands up, and he just kind of like puffs
Your jacket.
through his helmet,
Terminator style.
and that's where we'll end today's D&D session.
Oh, come on! Oh, all right. So
Awesome.
is the orb still there, or is it gone?
The orb is now gone.
Oh, good.
It's
Is
just
the sound gone? I guess we don't know.
the sound is gone as well.
Oh, good. So I guess we'll pick
Maybe
this
we
up
could be-
next week.
Maybe we could be friends with them.
Next week.